I would have even pushed harder, and I would have like scheduled more classes or done more of those things that I know now that help build your business. I would have done a lot more of those because I just would have gotten here where I'm at now faster.
Yeah, the gold now.
So yeah, I know. So exciting.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's been fun, and it's the team. It's a team effort for sure, and we all support each other, and your success is everybody's success. And so it's important as you go along with this that just make your goals known to us, like to your upline, because as we're enrolling people and building people, like we have to place people. And I know this is like a universal thing. We love to match efforts. So, the harder that you're working and all that stuff, that kind of work doesn't go unrecognized by your upline and the team. You know what I mean? So, like if you're real close to a goal and you're like, like I am so close to executive or whatever, like you don't stay quiet about it. Let us know, because you don't know, like I might have somebody and I'm looking to place them, and you know what I'm saying? So that part of this business is so cool. I love that. It's like we have this independent thing, but yet we're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I never imagined that I would be having that conversation with my husband. Like, I'm not going back. It was this, honestly though, it was like a mixed, like it was a very emotional day.
Yeah.
Because this as a teacher, you accumulate a lot of teacher stuff.
Yeah.
Like boxes and boxes. And so we pulled it all down from the attic. A lot of it I gave back to a lot of my teacher friends, a lot of supplies and books and things like that, because I taught language arts and reading. And I won't take up too much with this, I promise. But, we pulled out all this stuff, and I was like, I don't like, this is scary. I'm giving all of this, I'm really doing this.
Yeah.
What's that?
It made it more final.
It did, but man, it was so exciting. Well, and then we put it to the, out the curb for trash night, like the stuff that, it was like a lot of that, like the copies and plans and stuff, so we had a bunch of recycle stuff, a lot of trash stuff. And then it rained that night before the trash came. And I'm like, well, it's official. I am not getting that stuff back. And I'm not going to pry it from the trashman's hands.
That's funny.
We're doing this.
I have a similar story with my engineering stuff. I went to throw
You
it all away, and we were having a fire that night, and we ran out of firewood. I freaking got all my notes, like all my hard work. Chelsea who's a fellow engineer, and it was like I was in shock. I felt like I was going to cry, and I didn't cry. This is a release.
It's amazing. Well, because all that like blood, sweat, and tears, and all the time, and it's like, man. And that's one thing about this business that I love, is you work on it when you can work on it. Like, I love making my own schedule, my own time, my own hours, The days I need to work hard or whatever, I do it, and I can schedule other things. If something comes up and I'm in the middle of working on some stuff, I can, depending on what it is, I can work around that. It's just so beautiful. And that's one thing that I never really understood about network marketing, is that it has all of these wonderful things about it. You always hear about the icky side, like the yucky side of network marketing that really turns a lot of people off, and myself included. Red flags go up. Oh, it's network marketing. Oh, it's got to be some scam or whatever. And I got to tell you that, for one, I did a lot of research on network marketing because of those feelings. And what, one of the things that I realized is it's a true business model. And what makes it not icky is the company that you choose. You see what I'm saying? So, like, if you don't feel passionate about the company or don't appreciate the company, like you're going to have those feelings. So, and when I saw all the good that doTERRA was doing, and just how legitimate they are as a business, and their things like their compensation plan, their retention rate is the highest in all network marketing businesses. I mean, I was just blown away by all these things. And I think when you come to really respect those things, makes you really proud of, you know, what company you're with. Like, you become unstoppable in your business. You do, because you get the big picture of that, and you get that big vision, and it's really cool, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Definitely one of the things that drew me to doTERRA was just the business numbers that, what is it, less than 8% of just like the business side of doTERRA. And I'm like,
yeah, you know, yeah.
To me, that means like there's a huge opportunity there. So yeah, we're recording now, by the way. I kind of started.
Awesome. We got a baby in the background.
I know. Is there any way you could mute yourself?
Give that baby a little kiss from us.
I know.
A little smooch.
I know. I did this. I feel like sometimes 8's a little early because I can even hear mine screaming right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, mine is out.
Like, Patrick will deal with it. He's like, I don't think I'm gonna have kids. It's cool. Always, not with all this.
Well, that was long decided before this phone call. Don't worry.
It's funny.
So basically, I wanted Catherine to come on, and I don't even know. She's so good at just like inspiring people and talking like so positive about the business that, I mean, you kind of already have been doing it. So I just wanted to open with Catherine just giving us a fun little pep talk from someone who's been super successful and has seen people over the last couple of years that she's been in the business just succeed and have success, especially with something like the Begin program. I know she's leading one herself right now. I really wanted to take one on myself and really be that mentor to you guys and use Catherine for her infinite wisdom and put her on for a couple minutes before I just introduce you guys to the program tonight.
Yeah, and then I'll hop off and let Anna do her thing. I've got a couple of kids that are being so good watching Tinkerbell. So they're really awesome. But thanks, Anna. I appreciate that and appreciate you too. I mean, you have a tremendous leader and leadership with Anna. I mean, she's one of the hardest working on my team. I mean, truly, truly, she shines and everything that she does and everything she touches is gold. I mean, this girl is just, for sure, you are more than a diamond. You will be presidential someday. I mean, truly, she just, you can tell, you know, like Anna really gets the big picture. She gets the vision. And that's something I really want to challenge you guys with this. And I know in Begin, we're just starting out, but really keep an open mind of where you want to go. Mm-hmm. Because like I mentioned before, if like when I was talking with Christina about just never really expecting this to turn into what it has. And it has opened up so many opportunities for my family to really live like we want to. And gold by no means is like a riches story, okay? Like, but it has more than replaced my teaching income. And the really exciting thing about that is I'm doing it from home. You know, I get to be with my kids. I get to be with my baby. I've been a dream. That's a dream come true right now. I feel like, can you see me? Can you see me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. It just said my battery was low and then everybody went black. Okay. Really? It's like dream come true. Bam. Gone. Poof. She leaves. But I mean, I feel like for me, that's just in itself mind-blowing. And when I looked at the compensation plan, which that's something that Anna will cover because it's important. You want to know how you get paid. And everybody starts this business for different reasons. Some of it's financial. Some of it's because we have a heart that wants to pour into others and teach them about, you know, these oils and how they've blessed your life and how you've used them. I just feel like there's a need for both pieces nowadays. There's a real need for people to realize that they have options. And just real quick backstory without getting into the details, but I had a huge aha moment with the oils when my son was little and he had developed an allergic reaction. I know Anna's heard this story before. And you trust doctors, you trust their advice. I have a lot of respect for that profession. But I feel like every time something came up health-wise in our family, they just like throw pills at you, you know, prescriptions at you left and right, you know, steroids, antibiotics, you know, medications. I had something going on with my thyroid after my pregnancy. You know, they just want to throw a pill at me. Some allergy thing. They wanted to put me on Zyrtec and put my son, when he had his allergy thing, on children's Zyrtec. I mean, it's always about medication all the time. And when something happens, like a reaction to one of these medications that you really trusted your doctor with, you start to really look at things differently and question things. And fortunately, you know, I really took the time to seek out natural options. And had I not had my upline, Ange Peters, who's in your upline as well, share about the oils, I would have never known that I had another choice. I would have just had to go that same conventional route of medications and pills, you know, and or just dealing with the issue without, you know, like kind of like suffering through it. So I want you guys to think about that, like how many people are out there waiting for you to share these oils with them, waiting to hear that they have a better option and a choice, that they don't have to suffer, okay, and that they don't have to go through the same cycle all the time. And so I feel incredibly thankful that she shared that with me. And, you know, it's like the rest is history. And then I also feel like there's a very important need on the financial side of sharing the business opportunity with people. And it's not like for our own financial gain kind of thing. It's one of those things, like I was looking for something to do because I want to stay at home. And I had no idea that doTERRA was such an awesome vehicle for this. So if you have a desire to, you know, build something for your family, this is going to be a great business to invest your time in. And you just think about every day just driving it forward, and something you can do small every day to learn about the business, you know, and Anna's going to go through a few things with you in this program, some very basic key things that even diamonds do. But if you're consistent with it, you will reach your goals. That's the thing. It's not if it happens, it's just when it happens. And the harder you drive it, the faster you get there. So it's really cool. You know, I've been on some leadership calls where diamonds give their best piece of advice to you. Okay. And I'm like, oh, you know, I got my notepad, my pen and paper. I'm like, just feed it to me. Feed it to me, diamonds. Like, I want to know, because I want to do that. You know, the people who are really successful with this, you watch and you study and what they do, and you do it, you get the same result, you know, like you just go after it. So I'm writing all these notes down. And the most successful people, these were the tips that they were giving, okay? So I'm going to give it to you. Get your pen and paper ready. They are inviting people to classes, okay? Sampling, sharing these oils, following up, teaching and enrolling. Those are just the basics of the business. This is exactly what Anna's going to teach you how to do and how to do well. But the thing is you do a little bit of that each day, and you teach other people along the way how to do it, and you will get to where you want to be. I was so surprised that, you know, shifts happen in your business. A shift will happen. You will not be out there teaching like crazy classes, or, you know, pretty soon you get to a point where you switch gears into leadership role. It's like what's happening with Anna right now. She'll still be out teaching. She'll still be enrolling. She'll be following up. She'll be doing those same key things that you're going to learn. But not to the same magnitude as you do at the beginning, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. So you do a little bit more at that at the beginning. And then what happens is you don't have to be teaching like crazy, okay? I mean, you do as much as you want. But what I liked about this, and then I'll kind of finish up here, Anna, so you can jump in and say whatever you want to say, or if you have any more questions. But what I liked about that is in a lot of network marketing businesses, you constantly have to be on the phone. Hey, do you want to order again? Hey, you know, like, it's just for the life of your business, you know? It's like, there's a lot of cool network marketing businesses out there, but that was just never something that I wanted to do all the time, or that I was comfortable with. And that's why the retention rate with doTERRA is so cool, because people You show them the value of loyalty rewards, how they can save a ton of money, how they can redirect their spending and get points back, because they're going to buy all this stuff at Target anyway, except that doTERRA stuff is like way better. Okay. And that's their business investment too, which is so cool. So there's all these really awesome things about it. And I don't know, it just kind of blows your mind at how well this business model really comes together and works together. And you don't have to be on the phone like that all the time. That people order, they reorder on their own. You literally are building off of the month before. Okay, so the longer that you're doing this, your team grows and grows, and you have that retention rate. You take care of your team, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised what this business can afford you. So
awesome. Well, thanks,
yeah.
Catherine.
Yeah.
We'd open.
Rah. Let me get my pom-poms.
I know.
Any questions before I let you go? From you, Anna, or from your team?
I think we're good. I got a question earlier from Chelsea, who's on, about like my fellow engineer. Like, what's the system? Like, I need the system on how this works, like a process. I'm like,
that's awesome.
We gotcha.
So we got your back.
Yeah. Like, so I just wanted to, do this overview tonight of the Begin program and where to find everything. So
it's going to be great. You guys have so many resources. Never let it overwhelm you. Just take as much as you need, as much as you feel you need at that moment, and just run with it, and go. And I can't wait to see what you guys do. And I'm always here if you have questions or need anything. You have a fantastic leader with Anna. You're in great hands. So
far, so good.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Well, thanks, Catherine.
Thank you.
All right. I'll hop on another call sometime, Anna. So
Yeah.
I'll see you guys soon.
Okay. See you later.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. I'm going to share my screen. If I can remember how to do that. Share screen, the big button. Okay. So I guess kind of before I get into it, now that we have about 15 minutes left, because the Zoom, since I don't pay for it, and cuts us off at 40 minutes. So we have about 15 minutes left. But really the whole goal of this program is to instill confidence in all of you and to give you guys the tools that you need to really create your own system, or not create your own system, use exactly what's here, which is the beauty of it, to find what works for you and your goals in this business. So there are, like Catherine was saying, there's so much opportunity to grow in this business. It's really limitless. That for me, I just needed a place to start. I needed to say, okay, the business opportunity exists. I get that we can do this, but how do I go from like just starting to getting where I want to be? And like Catherine said, this program came from our Presidential Diamond upline, Ange Peters, who is a rock star and hit Diamond Deer and Presidential Diamond in 2 years. Like, that's insane. But she obviously knows what she's doing. So I really wanted to share this with you guys. And while she's very verbose, she has lots and lots of words in all of her documentation, and I'm more like, give me the bullet points and I'll figure it out from there. I figure most people are probably somewhere in between. So I wanted to show you guys where to find all these resources, but also give you what I see as, hey, here's some great takeaways, and here are some of the specific locations where I've found like these specific resources to be super helpful. And think about it this way, like you guys are going to be teaching this to someone maybe in a couple months, up to you, but I want you to kind of have that in the back of your head too as you're going, which is pretty cool, right? So the whole idea of this is to be duplicable, to do something again and again to get yourself to the goal that you want to be. So as soon as this program is designed to get you to elite in 3 months, which is OV of 3,000, and it is the cornerstone rank in doTERRA. Once you teach 3 people to hit elite, you're silver. Once you teach 9 people to hit elite, you are platinum, and 12 is diamond, assuming it's placed properly in your structure, which we'll also touch on in here. But it's the power of elite is really cool, and it is the cornerstone rank in doTERRA. So that's why learning to get to elite is so important, and why the Begin program is such an amazing place to start. So before I even get into the Begin program, I wanted to share with you guys something that's in the WholeFit business group. And if anyone is not in this group, make sure you let me know and I will add you. But it's the WholeFit Wellness Team Biz Builders group. And she has a post on the side here which has so many resources, probably to the point where you're like, I don't know what all this is. I'll maybe look at it one day. But when you are searching for something, like, what was I looking for the other day? A toolkit for chiropractors. She has it. She has a bunch of different toolkits in her toolkits right here. So if you're ever curious about wanting to know if something already exists, definitely ask me, ask your upline, and maybe we can already point you in the right direction to something that already exists. There's no need to ever reinvent the wheel here. But the 3 paths in doTERRA. So I believe probably most of you have seen this, but I want everyone, I'm going to start talking about homework here, I think. But choose your adventure with doTERRA. So we all know of like the 3 different pathways of the living, the sharing, and the building. And which is why we're here, right? We all chose building, but to what extent? So I want you all to really read through this and look through the different levels of building a doTERRA business. So level 1 would just be just basically earning your products for free, supporting your wellness lifestyle, teaching other people here and there. It's a couple hours a week. It's your $100 LRP order every month, and then some potential goals for you. And then level 2 would be supplementing your income, which is awesome. Like, who doesn't want to earn an extra $2,000 to $5,000 a month? Oh, I have 10 more minutes, so I'm going to make this quick. And then level 3 is like completely replacing and multiplying your income. So the first thing I really want you guys to do is look through this and email me, email your upline, and tell me what your goal is. I want to be able to help you where you need to be helped. And when I know this, then that really helps me, like Catherine was saying, with placements, with scheduling calls with you guys, with really just helping get you where you want to go. Because this business is really all about helping each other and supporting each other, which is the beauty of doTERRA. It's such a community. So I want everyone to look through that and get back to me with what your goals are for that. And then the Begin program. So everyone also should be in this program. I didn't create a separate group for us just because I felt like it was too much, but I might still do that. I don't know. I haven't quite decided yet. But in here, you're going to find everything you need for the Begin program. So there's a few different links. There's the links that say start here, the program guide, and I don't know if this is actually happening. I can find out, but I'm not sure that it actually is. So we're going to go ahead and put, I guess, let's start here. And this gives you like a Cliff's Notes version of the Begin program. And make sure that you're set up with on the Business Builder group, your doTERRA website. Talks about different apps, books, websites to visit. And one of the things I wanted to mention is if you guys don't have the Essential Life book or the Modern Essentials book, or even the Modern Essentials app, absolutely add that to your shelf, because that is a huge part of the empowerment that comes with these essential oils. These books go through the therapeutic uses of essential oils, so it really, you hold in your hand something, a very powerful tool, and that's how you start empowering other people to take these oils away from, oh, maybe just add a drop of peppermint to your brownies, to, hey, what else can I do with peppermint? This is really powerful. And this is how you would do it with those books. So this just goes over like an overview of different of the months. But what I wanted to do was actually open the vegan guide, because I feel like it's kind of repetitive, and point out just a couple things in the vegan guide here. And like I said, this is a huge, huge book, so I just want to point out the few things that that I wanted to bring you guys through. Like, I don't know why I would even have that on here, but okay. It's my Cliff's Notes version mind talking, but she is so powerful and so passionate and so excited about what she's doing. I encourage you to read through this if you have time, because she's so inspiring, and what I lack, she brings to the table for sure. So if you want to be inspired and feel like you're going to change the world, you should read what she writes and listen into when she talks. Okay, I swear I like wrote down the pages, but I forget. So this prep checklist. So I would recommend everyone going through this checklist. You don't really need to worry about the program tracker. This is for when she just started the program. I think most of you have pretty much done all of this. Make sure you guys are ordering a class in a box. So if you haven't placed your LRP order yet for July, add a class in a box to it. And if not, add it to August. And I wanted to talk about your why. Like I said, lots of stuff. I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Okay. So month one. For me, a good way to look at this is to find where it says like this month one worksheet, month two worksheet, month three worksheet, and click on the calendar, because this gives you the like simplified Cliff Notes version of what you want to do. So she has listed the actions for month one and like a blank schedule for you guys to print, but also an example. So to me, when I was going through this was what I went to kind of figure out, okay, this is the overall what I want to do, and I want to read a little bit more about this, this, and this on what she's talking about. So then I would go back to the huge program that she created and read in more detail. But I wanted to point out your why. Finding your why. This month is all about like living doTERRA and planting seeds. And that kind of starts within yourself and figuring out, hey, why am I doing this business? Is it a financial reason? Is it like a health reason? Is it you are missing something within you and you really want to share what you have with the world? So you can dig pretty deep with this one. You can click on this worksheet, your why. And I want to go through this next week. Once you guys do this little exercise and talk about it, figure out why you're doing this. And she's got a great little worksheet that talks you through it. Definitely this video would absolutely help. This is actually part of my assignment as well for my Biz Mastery program this week. So I'll be doing this right along with you. I know. It doesn't go away. That's the thing. Like even, and it changes as you go. So I'm going to compare it to what it was when I started and see how it's changed or if it's changed at all. And the thing about this calendar, guys, like for me personally, if I don't schedule something, it doesn't happen. So I really recommend printing out this calendar or doing it in your own way, adding it to your Google Calendar, and really scheduling in some of these activities. Like before next week, I would love it if you guys would be able to go through your why and also read through that Choose Your Adventure guide. And just make sure, like I texted someone today just to follow up, and she's like, oh, I've been so busy, no excuse not to reply. And I'm like, well, if it wasn't written in my calendar to like have a follow-up time, I wouldn't have done it either. So to me, it's super important to have that reminder, and just that when it's scheduled, I'm less stressed, and I know to me that it's going to happen. So my suggestion would be to definitely open up this calendar and think about kind of what's going on for the month and start planting some seeds, guys. We'll talk next time a little bit more about sampling and how to start reaching out to people, but less than a minute. So I have less than a minute left. So I'm going to say thank you guys so much for listening in, and feel free to message me, call me, email me, whatever, and ask me any questions. But I think this time, same time next week, is when we'll hop on again, and I'll make sure everyone gets a personal invitation for the next one. But any questions? We might have a couple seconds left.
Not right now.
Okay. Awesome. All right, you guys. Well, enjoy your Thursday evening.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome. Thanks for calling in. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Have a good night.
You too. Let's see.